Welcome to my Week 8 battle of the SPL Pokemon Draft League. My team, the LA Wakers, is taking on Emvee, coach of the San Diego Chimchargers. I'll be giving you all a quick breakdown of my team, why I chose these Pokemon, and the Wi-Fi battle will follow. But first, if you enjoy the Pokemon Draft League content, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Emvee's team is incredibly threatening, and it's no surprise that he's number 1 on the leaderboard with a 7-0 record. He has the banned Ursaluna Blood Moon and Sneasler, former captain of the Bronze Beartix Manaphy, some incredible defensive Pokemon in Galarian Weezing and Hisuian Goodra, and 3 Tera captains, an Espeon that can terrestrialize into a Psychic, Fairy, or Electric type, a Sableye that can terrestrialize into a Ghost, Poison, or Fairy type, and a Thwackey that can terrestrialize into a Grass, Fire, or Steel type. So this week I'm bringing my final Tera captain Appletun off the bench. Appletun gives me a nice water resist for Manaphy that can take Ice moves because of Thick Fat, as well as a ground resist for Ursaluna Blood Moon. With Tera Steel I can wall Galarian Weezing and knock it out with Tera Blast, while using Apple Acid to check both Manaphy and Ursaluna. I have a Chople Berry to live 1 close combat from Sneasler when I'm in Steel form and knock it out with Dragon Pulse in return, and recovers there for longevity, because unironically his Delibird's a threat and I need something to eat multiple hits. Dragapult's faster than my opponent's entire team and can threaten it with Thunder Wave plus Hex, while avoiding Glares or Thunder Waves or Will-O-Wisp by going for Substitute. Dragon Darts allows me to weaken Hisuian Goodra, especially if he runs an Assault Vest, which is really good versus my team. Dragapult also gives me a resistance to Dire Claw and an immunity to close combat from Sneasler. Next up we have Heatran as a secondary check to Sneasler because of my Chople Berry, and also a Calm Mind Tera Fairy Espeon check with Heavy Slam. Earth Power lets me knock out -1 Sneasler but also deal massive damage to Hisuian Goodra, and Flamethrower gives me Strong Stab versus Thundurus Incarnate. Heatran also provides Stealth Rock for my squad. Next up we have Quaquaval, whose Aqua Step in close combat is extremely strong versus my opponent's entire team. Substitute lets me avoid Will-O-Wisp and Glare, and my final move is Focus Energy. I wanted a means of breaking through Coil the Dunsparce, and when I combine Focus Energy with Razor Claw, I have a 100% chance to crit my Aqua Steps and close combats. Substitute also lets me stall out Grassy Terrain from Thwackey as it's using Grassy Glide, and I made sure that Quaquaval was faster than Adamant Thwackey. Next up we have Choice Scarf Torterra. Tailglow Manaphy is a threat, and I also didn't want Emvee using Mirror Herb on any of his Pokemon, so with a Choice Scarf I can outspeed Manaphy and do massive damage with Woodhammer. I have Headlong Rush to deal with Hisuian Goodra and Tera Electric Espeon. Heavy Slam allows me to 2 KO Galarian Weezing after rocks, and also pick off a Tera Fairy Espeon, and I have Stone Edge for Thundurus Incarnate. I'm also faster than Adamant Sneasler, and went with Tera Ground just in case I need Torterra to sweep with Headlong Rush. My last pick is Choice Scarf Unaware Clefable, whose main role is to trick lock a Coiled Dunsparce or Calm Mind into a move. I'm faster than all of Emvee's Pokemon except for Jolly Sneasler, and with my HP and defensive Vs, I live in Adamant Dire Claw and can KO Sneasler back with Psychic. Lastly, I went with Healing Wish to support the team. So that's my team for the final battle of the regular season of SPL. If I win this game, I'm in playoffs. If I lose this game by too much, I might be out. Like I said before, if you do enjoy the content, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and subbing to the channel. And also, please check out my opponent, Emvee. He's one of my best friends ever. He's on his way to 100k and he really does deserve the love, especially after his performance this season. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright, here we are with the game versus my boy Emvee. He is undefeated and absolutely deserves it. He's been putting in so much work this season. So if you guys do enjoy the Draft League content, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, sub to me and sub to my boy. Get him to 100k. He brought the Delibird, man. He brought the Delibird, which was, he did say in the end of his video last week he would. And unironically, it's pretty good into my team. It's actually the reason why I have Appletun and why it's coming off the bench. Like just Ice Spinner, Brave Birds with Hustle are just really, really strong. I started off with Dragapult just because his team is slower than it, so I figured Dragapult's a great lead, right? I also have Sub and Thunder Wave, so I can kind of play around whatever Emvee wants to lead with. But like I said, he has great content on his channel, and if you enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, sub to him, and sub to me. So let's see him up. Origin Bundle. Delibird. As a lead, huh? Well, you know what? This is screaming Choice Scarf Delibird, and I just realized I made an error in my team building. My Dragapult's faster than Sneasler, but that is slower than Choice Scarf Delibird. I'm modest, right? Because I only have to be faster than, I only have to hit 373 speed versus his team. So if he ran enough speed on Delibird, I'm assuming this Choice Scarf, right? You wouldn't lead off a Sash into Dragapult because Dragon Darts would destroy you. And Dragon Darts isn't even bad into your team because it helps out versus like the Dunsparce and Ursaluna and them. So this is definitely Choice Scarf. I can't stay in. I got to go Heatran. And I know Emvee so well. He's going to go for Focus Punch turn 1. I am Chople though. He could also go for Drill Run, but I'm Fizz Dip. I should be able to live unless he's not Choice Band. Whatever, man. Go ahead, Emvee. I know I played Emvee for years. He's one of my best friends. I know he's going to go for a stupid drill run or focus punch right now. I should live both unless he's choice banned. I definitely live focus punch because I have a chopper berry. So, let's see. Yeah, classic. Classic Emvee. Classic Emvee. Predicting turn 1. He got me. But it's interesting because I know Emvee so well that I'm positive he's going to switch here. Because why would you do that? You wouldn't do that in Elite unless you're Choice Scarf. It's definitely Choice Scarf Delibird. I'm going to go off my assumptions and my instinct in this. It's definitely Choice Scarf Delibird into me. So he should switch, fearing me to switch out to Appletun or predicting me to go Appletun or Torterra. But I really need to win this game because he's already number 1 seed. I need to make playoffs. And actually, the better differential I have, the higher seed I get, which means I get to pick my opponent as well. Basically, I got to make it to playoffs. So I'm not staying in. I'm going Appletun. I'm pretty positive he's going to double, and I really want to go for rocks, but nah, I can't risk it right now. I can't risk it right now. I cannot risk it right now. He's definitely going to switch. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I should have went for rocks there, but honestly, like, depending on what he goes, like, he might go, like, okay, he goes Weezing. Yeah, that's perfect. So he expected Torterra or my Appletun. This is actually really, really good for me because Emvee doesn't know if I'm Tera Appletun or Torterra. Alright, you can proceed to unsub right now. I'm sorry. I'm fighting Emvee. I guess it's rubbing off on me. Yeah, okay, basically what I'm trying to say is he doesn't know who my Tera captain is. He knows that I have 2 on this team, but he doesn't know if I'm Tera Appletun or I'm Tera Torterra. So, like, he may just go for a Strange Steam here or Sludge Bomb. Even a Will-O-Wisp. That doesn't really matter. Like, obviously, Appletun does learn Iron Head and a Heavy Slam, so they can do damage to that, but I doubt he expects the special Tera Blast. And I am Tera Steel. I'll do a good chunk. This Pokemon's actually really, really good into his entire team as well because I have the Chopper Berry, so I can be able to take on the Sneasler, and I should be in a good chunk. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. And he's... Let me check. Yeah, if he's Fizdef, according to this, he just straight up dies. So we'll go for Tera Blast. He might be Spadef just because it takes on Dragapult a little bit better. But Fizdef just straight up... Yeah, it takes... Just max HP. Oh, actually, it doesn't guarantee die. It takes 95, 113%. But if he's Fizdef, I can basically almost knock him out. So, look at that. I become a little Baxcalibur over here. Haven't seen my Appletun Tera in it yet. This is the first time I'm using it in the season. He does go for Strange Steam. Good, 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 good. So we got him here. We got him here. Confusion? No confusion. Perfect. Are you Fizdef, bud? Are you Fizdef or are you Spadef? He is definitely... That's more Spadef, I think, than Fizdef, right? That's like mixed. Yeah, that did, it should do 95 min, so that would be 1 tick away from dying. So that's, yeah. So that's mixed, which makes sense into Dragapult and stuff. He could be Custap. And honestly, it's not even bad, especially if he's Spadef, because you take 2 Shadow Balls from Pult and then you knock it out with the Custap Berry. Or you can check, like, Quackable and stuff like that. So I think I can either do one of 2 things. I can recover here expecting his Custap, because he might Destiny Ball and I don't want to lose my Appletun. It's really, really good into his team. Or I can go out into Heatran here on the Custap Destiny Ball, and I think that's better. And then try and get at my Stealth Rock. There's nothing that Weezing can go for. Like, even a Thunderbolt won't be able to KO me. I'm mixed defensive. Thunderbolt definitely won't be able to KO me. So I'm going to go Heatran here. I'm definitely going Heatran here. Because if he does... Oh, he switches. Ah, that's smart. He's saving. I know you're Custap. You have to be Custap. What do you switch to? Ah, that was a good play. Like, if I went for Tera Blast there, I got off well over half damage, but that's a great play. It doesn't let my Heatran come in for free, and it's less of a risk because, like, the best attack I would have to hit that thing would be, like, Draco, and there's no way, if I don't have Draco, by the way, but there's no way I was going for Draco Meteor there. All right, so what set is this? Big Nugget. All right, he could be Fling. He could be Fling Big Nugget. He could be Fling Big Nugget. I mean, it's the final game of the regular season. Emvee loves to be flashy. That's his thing, and he loves people talking about him. That's my GOAT. That's why Emvee is a GOAT. He's going to love hearing... Emvee, you're the GOAT. He's going to love hearing this. I think I go Dragapult anyway. Because... I mean, he could technically Fling Big Nugget here, but is it worth versus the 126 HP Heatran? I don't think it's worth versus the Heatran right here. I think he goes for close combat. Or he tries to set up. And if he tries to set up with a Swords Dance or bulk up or something, he's like Focus Sash or some sort of berry, I have the Thunder Wave on Dragapult. So I'm going to make that play. I'm at full HP as well. So I really don't think he'd go for a Fling. He might go for a Lash Out or Shadow Claw. But unless he's Choice Band, that will not KO Dragapult from full. That won't KO Dragapult. So I'll make the risk. If he goes for close combat, I mean, if he does go for anything that's not close combat, all right, perfect. Perfect. We don't know what his set is. It could still be AV or something. Maybe that's also why he doubled. AV isn't even bad into my team. Can check Clefable, can switch in on it once, as well as Pult and stuff like that. and threatens them with like Shadow Claw, Lash Out. I think that he goes out into his Goodra here though, so I'm gonna go for sub. I guess I could Thunder Wave this turn too, but sub is free, right? Just in case he is Fling Big Nugget, he would only have one strong hit because he technically does live Dragon Ball. He wouldn't expect me to spec Draco, which is the only thing that can knock out this mon because he still has Weezing, and he also has like the Dunsparce. Like basically he has switch-ins to spec, so he probably doesn't expect me to be specs in this game, which I wouldn't if I was on his side. So I'll go for sub. I'm assuming he's gonna go Goobdra, which is what he's been calling it. Is it Goobdra? Yeah, it's Goobdra. That's how you know he's my boy. I watch all his games. I mean, I watch everybody's games on the streams and everything. Y'all should watch the streams, by the way. And again, if you enjoy the content, even though this is the final week of the regular season, as long as I win this, I believe I'm in playoffs, so you will have more content from me. And either way, I'll still have a bunch of content on the channel when it comes to draft, because we're going to be watching everybody's games. But, so I can Thunder Wave here. But if I miss Thunder Wave, I get no value out of it. Thunder Wave is more like a last-ditch thing versus like Manaphy and the Dunsparce, which my opponent does have. I think I just go for Dragon Darts just to get the chip. Let me just run a calc real quick. I'm going to open up this HP bar. I want to make sure I do a good chunk to it. And depending on, let's see, if it's Assault Vest, Dragon Darts does about 50%. So if it's Assault Vest, it does about 50% with AV. Which is nice because that'll help out my Appletun. Because my Appletun is really, really good at beating this, which is why I went more with a mixed Dragapult than like a more specially oriented. So we'll go for Dragon Darts here. Are you AV, my friend? Are you going to take like 50% from this? No. You took about, you took like 27% from that. What the hell? Nah, I took a little bit more. I took about 30% from that. All right, so he's more Fizz-Def, which makes sense. He might be Choppleberry or Shookaberry as well to live like Torterra's hit. I'm sure like Max Fizz-Def Goodra can take like Torterra's +2 Shell Smash Earthquake or something like that. So I'm assuming that's what his EV spread is more designed for. Yeah, I took 30, it's like 25%, 30, almost 35%, so less than 35%. So he's definitely super Fizz-Def. Again, I'm going to assume he's going to be that Shooka or Choppleberry then, if I want to do this. Draco might come out. He could Flash Cannon. He might also even Earthquake into Heatran, but I don't want to go out into Torterra because it's Choice Scarf, so he could take a hit. I think I just want to go Appletun anyway. Even if he does predict this, I do have Recover. There's nothing he can do that can knock me out in one hit, and I don't think a fully Fizz-Def Goodra can also knock me out in 2 hits. Also, you might not even have Earthquake coverage. You get a Muddy Water or Hydro Pump, to be honest. Draco's not going to do crap. Flamethrower won't do crap either because I'm thick fat. Yeah. I'm just going to bring on my Appletun. I do have Dragon Pulse. Now that I know he's more Fizz-Def, I'm pretty sure he's not AV if he's that Fizz-Def. I'm pretty sure he's like a Resist Berry or some type of berry. But now that I know that, I think Dragon Pulse is going to do about 25%. Oh, good play. He predicts me, but it's unfortunately Mudshot. So this guy has to use Heat every week, huh? Like, if that had been Earthquake, it would have actually done some damage. That was a good play, though. It kind of forces a Recover from me. I need to be healthy to be able to take this on. Let me run this calc real quick. Yeah, I have to go for Recover this turn. There's nothing else. Yeah, I'll go for Recover. Nothing else to think about. I got to be healthy enough. I have my Choppleberry, so I want to be able to take on Sneasler. Also, I can still take on Manaphy as well. Dude, my speed is already low enough. Leave me alone, MV. Absolutely leave my Appletun alone. So, from this position, I can actually fire off a Dragon Pulse and potentially 3-hit KO from here. So I'll do about 25-ish% if he's not AV. If he is AV, then I won't do around that range. But I don't think he's AV. I think he's like a Shookaberry or Chopple because he's clearly more Fizz-Def, right? My Dragon Darts did not do enough. So I think Dragon Pulse is fine. Because it's Mudshot and not Earthquake, I don't think I died to crit Mudshot into Mudshot. It doesn't do enough. It doesn't do enough at all. Look how little that did. That did absolutely nothing. So yeah, we'll go for Dragon Pulse here. And that should be a 3 KO. And more importantly, that'll put him in range of my my Dragapult's Dragon Darts if I hit him with enough. So yeah, that's all. It gets to a KO by it. Oh, it's Citrus. Unfortunate. Okay, that actually changes things. That actually changes things a bit. I basically got nothing out of that turn. He's forcing me to waste Recovers right here. That is unfortunate. That's a good prep. That's good prep. That's really cool. Maybe it lives like an extra hit from Dragon Ball. Like if I was Banded Dragon Darts or Dragon Dance, it lets it take it from higher HP. I love random Citrus Berries. I think they're great, especially on bulkier mons. Like I legit think they're amazing. So I shall go for Recover. I think this turn. Yeah, Recover's definitely a play. I basically have to. Nice little Mudshot. No crit, thankfully. No crit. Perfect. I think I can afford actually to go for another Dragon Pulse this turn. I still want to, it's still the same game plan. It just takes an extra Dragon Pulse, but we want to get enough damage on it so that way that we can knock it out with Weezing here. Not Weezing, excuse me. We can knock it out with Dragon Pulse. Oh, speaking of Weezing, he might go Weezing this turn. Don't go Weezing this turn. Come on. Don't go Weezing this turn. We can knock it out with Dragon Pulse. I bet I just brought that to life. Are you going to go Weezing, Emvee? I want a Tera Blast so bad. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to Dragon Pulse. If you go Weezing right now to get your Custap Destiny Bond, I swear, it is Weezing. See, I don't think I'm playing too obvious. I think I'm playing what I have to do, because not only do I have to win this game versus someone who's undefeated, but I have to win by high enough differential so I can pick my opponent as well in playoffs. I still believe that Emvee is Custap Berry, and I do not want to get Destiny Bond here, so I'm going to go for a Recover. I'm going for a Recover. I really think the only thing that Weezing can really do for me here is basically hit me with a Destiny Bond, or like a Will-O-Wisp wouldn't really matter, so I'm always going for Recover. Always, 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 always. He does double again. Okay, like the way he's playing this Weezing, it's like it's literally texting me right now saying, "Yo, I'm Custap Berry, bro. Don't worry about it." But he's playing Sneasler really well, like positioning it to come in. So the thing is, I'm Chapel Berry, but I don't KO Sneasler at -1 with Dragon Pulse. I want to bring Draco Meteor, but I felt Dragon Pulse was a little bit more consistent into the team, just to get like consistent damage between the Dunsparce plus the Sneasler plus the Goodra. Like I didn't want to be -2 whenever I'm using it. Plus you can miss as well, and this is an important game for me, so I'm trying not to bring too many moves that can miss in a very important game, except for like Stone Edge and stuff I'm forced to. So I'll go Heatran here. If he goes for close combat, I can actually bring in one of two things. I can bring out Dragapult after and threaten it with a Dragon Darts, and at this point, like we already have the Goodra really weakened, and then sucks on Flash Fire. I should have been Flame Body. And then if it Swords Dances, I guess I could switch back out into my Dragapult just in case it's close combat White Herb. So I'll go Heatran here. I don't want to go hard Dragapult. He might lash out. He could fling his big nugget if he does have it. I don't know. It's the final, like I said, it's the final week. He could have a big nugget. Let's see. He does go for fling. Is it big nugget? Did this dude just fling a tomato at me? That is so disrespectful. Yo, that's so I gotta give y'all a little backstory. Listen, I got an emo on my channel called Fling Big Nugget. If you a sub, make sure you drop a Fling Big Nugget down below. But that's for Emvee, right? Because Emvee coined the Fling Big Nugget everything, right? Emvee tries to do everything. He did it with Rayquaza and Ubers the other day. But we also have another emote on my channel called the Weavile Fling Tomato. And people drop that when Emvee says stuff that's like, you know, a little Emvee, Emveelicious, you know, a little Emvee right there. So, I guess he decided that, and he definitely unburdened, so I can't go Dragapult now. I have to get damage off of Earth Power. I guess he decided he wanted to throw a tomato at me just because he was tired of chat throwing tomatoes at him. Dude, you're too much, bro. All right, the good thing is, though, he was forced to close combat me. Again, had I been Flame Body here, which I almost always bring Flame Body. I think this was a mistake on my part. Had I been Flame Body here, I had a potential chance to burn him. But the good thing is he's -1, and now I can bring out Appletun. I have the Chapel Berry. Yeah, I can't go you because even though he doesn't... You know what the crazy part is about Fling Tomato? I'm pretty sure that's like 20 or 30 base power. I'm pretty sure he did that just to say, I'm throwing a tomato at you. He literally threw a tomato at me. I'm pretty positive Flinging Berries are like 20 or 30 base power. They're insanely weak. I'm going to go Appletun here because I live the close combat due to my Chopple, and I knock it out with the... Because, I'm assuming it's unburdened at this point. If you're a Fling, you're definitely unburdened. So it could still have like Lash Out to hit Dragapult for some massive damage. I don't want to risk that right there. So I'd rather go out to my Mon that I'm basically prepared to deal with this Mon with. And assuming he does CC me, I don't think... Worst case scenario, if he Swords Dance, I still have Unaware Clefable that guarantee lives 1 Dire Claw and can knock it out with Psychic. Like always, if he has Swords Dance here. But I don't think you Swords Dance from this scenario. I think maybe he thinks I EV'd it to take this, and then he just wants to weaken me for like Delibird, because Delibird is really freaking good into me. So I'm just going to go for Dragon Pulse. If he Swords Dance, he Swords Dance. But he does go for CC. Let's see the Chopper Berry. Come on. Eat this up, Appletun. Gosh, Sneaser's still strong as hell. But that's -2. I am max special attack. Appletun is defeated. The Ban Mon. Appletun put in some work this game. Yo, Appletun put in some work. Go ahead and knock him out. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. All right. So, again, -2 was always a KO. -1, I do like 90%. I already ran all these counts when building the team. But -2 is a definite KO. So, Appletun picking up the KO there. Giant threat of Sneasler gone. And you know who's coming out now? What knocks me out? I guess Huh. Is it going to be Delibird with Drill Run? I think Drill Run definitely knocks me out from this position. And I kind of want Appletun because it deals with the Goobdra, deals with Weezing, and it still can eat a hit from Manaphy, which is important if I get back to full as well, which I have Healing Wish Uncle Fable for. So, we have options. So, you may end up bringing out... Don't go Delibird, dude. Don't go down. Come on. You already embarrassed my Heatran, who did absolutely nothing this game. Hilarious, by the way. Heatran did absolutely nothing this game. Yeah, he brought the Delibird. Emvee's like, this is the final game of regular season, and I'm picking up a KO. Alright, what do I do here? If he goes for Drill Run, I have Quackable. I also have Torterra if I was Shell Smash, but he has a Custap Barrier on Weezing. Well, most likely, right? I'm like, you know, he has a Husk. I'm just saying, he has a Custap Barrier on Weezing. I think I'm just going to go Dragapult. Because if he Drill Runs, I can pivot into Torterra right after. Like, would he Ice Spinner here? Yes. Yes, he would. He wants to flex. Whatever, dude. This is my #1 pick. Don't knock it out with your 1-pointer. He's gonna Ice Spinner. No, I already. Oh man, I know he clicked it. He's like, you know what, guys? I want to see a play. I'm gonna click this right now. This Ice Spinner, and he's gonna be like, ooh, when it happens. He's about to Ice Spinner. All right, so we actually disconnected, which is hilarious because there was obviously a lot of things that were happening in the middle of that. But I already committed to switching to Dragapult. So even though I'm like fairly confident here, he's gonna click the Ice Spinner, I'm not gonna change my move because again, I committed to switching to Dragapult. So I'm gonna be please don't do it. Just please click Drill Run. Please click Drill Run. Emvee, just click Drill Run. You don't I guess it's okay. So if Dragapult goes down, which really sucks that my #1 Pixelmon will go down to the 1-pointer. But if Dragapult does go down, I do have a free Quackable that can come out and set up a sub and then start Focus Energy. But yeah, this is like basically, we obviously were in a different stadium because we got in call and we redid it real quick. I was laughing at his stuff. I was like, did you seriously throw a tomato at me, bro, in the final, right? He's like, yup. Anyway, please. I didn't see what happened here. Like I said, cut off right before. So, yeah. Oh, come on, man. The 1-pointer versus the #1 big Pokemon in the draft. Of course. Of course. Like, I'm super, like I'm 100% sure this is Choice Scarf as well. I'm 100% sure this is Choice Scarf. This is absolutely Choice Scarf. There's no way to not. It's not banded. It's not anything. Now, I could technically go Appletun now and recover off. Like, I'm going to take absolutely nothing from this. I'm Thick, Fat, and a Steel type, right? So I super resist. But I think this is a free Quackable turn. I am the sub-Focus Energy Razor Claw, even though I could have had the same thing with Scope Lens, but I like the Razor Claw because it's a, you know, it's different, right? How many times do you ever get to use Razor Claw? But I can set up a sub, and the reason I'm setting up a sub is if he goes Weezing on like a Swords Dance or something, trying to actually hit me up with the like a Custap Destiny Bond or Strange Theme, I can set Focus Energy in the next turn, and then what I can do is just kind of win from there. I guess he could also go Manaphy, but I mean, I'll be fine because Manaphy has to have a lot of special attack to knock me out with Energy Ball or Dazzling Gleam. I think Dazzling Gleam is really good into my team too. It has to have a lot of special attack, and I feel like in this game, Manaphy has to have Bulk. It needs Speed for Quavo. It needs Bulk to take on Dragapult, and then the rest it can put into special attack. So I feel like he wouldn't be maxing. I'm going for sub. I'm 100% going for sub. And you know what? Had he been faster than me right there and Brave Birded me because I'm not faster than the Jolly Max Speed Delibird, I would have just taken it and I would have, you know, I would have cried as my playoffs position is gone. But yeah, there's Manaphy. Like I said, I'm fairly confident he can't actually KO me after he breaks my sub. Like obviously, Energy Ball or Dazzling Gleam are very strong, but I don't think he can KO me after the sub. Just because I don't think Manaphy can afford to run max special attack in this game. I'm going to go for Focus Energy. Because a crit Aqua Step into crit close combat does KO Manaphy. Let me check real quick. It should. It's adamant. It's very strong. Let's just assume max HP. Manaphy. Oh yeah, it super does. I mean, close combat's doing 50 to 59. So yeah, it super KOs. Did I go for the Focus Energy yet? No, I just went for sub. Okay, we'll go for Focus Energy this turn. I didn't realize that. So he does have Energy Ball. Oh, so what's his set? Is it Energy Ball, Tail Glow, or Combine, Surf, Dazzling Gleam? Okay. I feel like you could have risked, you could have had Dazzling. I guess Energy Ball is fine. I was thinking he might be Dazzling Gleam itself, too. I should still live, though. I should definitely live. Again, I don't think he can run max special attack. Yeah, so Dazzling Gleam, if he had that, could only do 70. Energy Ball can do, if he's max special attack, 66 to 79. So it's still in my favor, kind of. Yeah, it's in my favor. It's more than kind of. It's in my favor, but also I don't think he's max special attack. So I'm going to go for Aqua Step here so I can be faster than him. Unless he's Scarf, which would suck. But I don't know if he brings Scarf Bundle plus Scarf. I feel like Scarf Manaphy's not good into me. It doesn't actually revenge kill my Pokemon. Like, it doesn't revenge kill Torterra. If Torterra gets the boost, Torterra just eats the hit and knocks it out. Unless you're going for like a Scald Bird. So I should be able to Aqua Step, get the crit on that, do about, what, 25%-ish or so, depending on if he's fully Phys Def or not. Yeah, 25 to 30%. And then I knock him out with crit close combat after. So I'm going to go for Aqua Step here. Here's the Aqua Step. There's the Energy Ball. Doesn't crit me, doesn't knock me out, like I said. Perfect, and this should be a guaranteed crit because of my Razor Claw plus Focus Energy. Ooh, nice little crit. All right, yeah, Close Combat is definitely cooking you. I got my Speed Boost, and I'm going to get a Moxie Boost right after. What berry is that? He has a Key Berry. Well, I mean, he raises defense. That's actually really cool because if that was like a normal Quavo, you bring it in on Aqua Step, you guarantee live the hit, and then you'd be able to tank the Close Combat after and then knock me out. If I was a normal Quavo, but let me tell you something, buddy. I am not a normal Quavo. How much does this Close Combat do crits? 75 to 89%. That should be in... I need to be careful. Yeah, that's under 75. Perfect. That's perfect. That's dead. That's dead. I'm sorry, man. If you're gone, this is gone. You are absolutely gone. You are absolutely gone this turn. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yes, the Razor Claw. Come on, come on, come on. Gone. Yep. And it's a guaranteed crit with the Focus Energy plus the Razor Claw. And I get the Moxie Boost. Now, if he's not Cuss That Berry on Weezing, there's a shot he loses right here. Unless he's Rocky Helmet on the Dunsparce. Or if he's Rocky Helmet on Weezing too, I guess. But we get the Moxie Boost. We're already... we're +2. No, we're +1 attack. Plus we have the always crits. I love when the Quavo set puts in work. I felt like this Mon early season wasn't doing as much for me. But now it feels like it's killing it. So he does bring out Weezing. Okay, so either Rocky Helmet or Cuss That Berry. Like, I'm almost positive it's Cuss That Berry. Like, surely you're Cuss That Berry at this point, right? Now, I'm not going to stay in. I'm going to go Apple. This is a good... Yeah, this is a free recover. I need the differential. I still have the tools to win. I need the differential. I can always Healing Wish at worst with Clefable. That would lose him on, but I can always Healing Wish at worst. And I need Clefable to trick the Dunsparce, just in case it Calm Minds or Coils or does anything annoying like that. Because then Appletun can sit on every single Pokemon. So I'm not going to stay in here. I'm going to go out to Appletun. I really think this is Cuss Tap. I'm positive this is Cuss. If it's not Cuss Tap, if no Cuss Tap Berry activates, so you can't double this turn. This is way too risky. I don't think Emmy's going to double it all this turn. Yeah, you definitely can. This is definitely Cuss Tap. It's been, yeah, it is Cuss Tap. That's the Cuss Tap. The opposing highest team can act normal because of Cuss Tap. Yep. Perfect. So unless he Strange Team confuses me, maybe he Sludge Bombs because he doesn't want to miss from that turn, or Thunderbolts or something if he has it. I should be in a good spot. Yeah, there's Clear Smog, which would have KO'd me as well. That's smart. Perfect. So, nice. I get my Appletun in. I don't sack him all, which is very, very important. And now I can just recover, I think, to take on Delibird, take on Goodra a little bit better. Now that Cuss Tap Berry is gone, I don't actually fear this thing at all. It should never be a threat now. Yeah, it should never be a threat. There's a free recover. 4 recovers left. What does he have left? Plus the Dunsparce, Delibird, Goodra, this. Yeah, we just recover. Free recover. Let's see what happens. I mean, maybe he goes for a Fire Blast, but that won't kill me either way because it'll take that. Ah, Memento. Okay, so he's definitely setting up with something. So I think it's Calm Mind. It could also be Agility to Dunsparce. If he has Memento, it's for sure Calm Mind or Setup. So this was like his way of getting in Manaphy or anything like that. There's one. That one's gone. That one's gone. Yo, shout out to my Appletun right here, forcing basically 2 Mons to die. Sneasler went down, and the big Weezing basically went down. So nice. That Weezing didn't do much for me. That Delibird actually did crazy damage to me though. The Dunsparce comes out. If I wasn't -1, I'd be going for Apple Acids here just because they're guaranteed spit up drops, and then I can probably beat it 1v1. I'm assuming though it could be Calm Mind. It could also be a Coil or Agility set or something. I don't think he'd be running Glare if he's Memento into it. I mean, then again, it's Emvee. But would he even fit, right? Let's say you're Calm Mind, or if you Calm Mind Glare, Roost, 1 attack. That wouldn't work. You can't run Boom Burst versus me because I have a Ghost type. I have a really good Ghost type too. Whatever. No matter what it is, I go out into Choice Scarf, Clefable with Unaware. I trick it. I have Psychic as well. Yeah, I should watch the team builder if you're wondering why I have this EV spread. I trick it. That was it. This was supposed to trick the Dunsparce just in case, because he could bring some sort of toxic calm mindset as well. That set would be nasty as well, which is also why I ran sub on Dragapult too. So let's see what he goes for. He does go for the coil. Okay, that's no problem. We do live every hit. We have unaware as well, and we're Fizz Def. So it could be Body Slam. I guess Paras could be really annoying on me. But let me see how much my Clef takes from Body Slam. Not boosted, obviously, because I'm unaware. So, and you coil. Body Slam, if he's no attack investment, does 26 to 31%. Nice, we take that. Let's just assume Max, though, just in case. Max does 36 to 43, so we take 2, which is nice. All right, yeah, I have to trick him here. This is full-on support Clef, but, like, not the way it usually is with its Thunder Wave stuff. Thunder Wave would be pretty good right here, but Thunder Wave also might have lost me the game right now to coil. Like this, because he probably has Earthquake, right, for Appletun? Yeah, I'm in trick. Nothing to think about. Go for the trick here. Lock him into whatever move he goes for here. If it's Body Slam, Appletun could sit on that forever. It is going to be +1, though. Ooh, he had a Choppa Berry. Emvee bringing all the berries today. Hyperdrill. That is strong. Oof. That is strong. Does that 2 a KO me from max attack? That also has 8 PP. 42 to 50%. Okay, so there's I'm at 183. The max he can do is 171. I could Healing Wish this turn, but I need differential. Let me put what I have left. 4. Dragapult went down. Heatran went down. I love that both of them did basically nothing in this game. I'm going to Baton Pass. I'm a BP. I don't want to Healing Wish into Appletun because I need differential to help me in playoff standpoint. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do... Is that better than a Healing Wish, though? Okay, so it's definitely better just to take the hit regardless, right? I'm not hard switching to Appletun because if Appletun gets crit, I could lose to this. But if I slow switch into it with Baton Pass, I'm good. Healing Wish does the exact same thing, but loses them on. I'm going to Baton Pass. I can also Healing Wish into Quavo. I'll Baton Pass. Let's see what happens here. He uses another Hyperdrill. That's 2 out of 8, so he has 6 left. Nice, I lived it. Perfect. 8. He has 6 left. After that, perfect. We Baton Pass. In a really, really, really good spot. I'm bringing out Appletun now. Surely I bring out Appletun now, right? And I just go for, I think, an attack with Appletun because Appletun shouldn't go down to anything. So we go Appletun here. +1. I'm assuming he's max attack as well based on the damage he did. +1 Hyperdrill to Appletun. Tera Steel does 31 to 37%. I live 2. I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse. I don't want to go for Apple Acid just in case he goes Goodra and give it an attack raise. Not that it matters, but I also want to hit the Delibird as well. So we'll go for Dragon Pulse. This should be a good chunk as well, depending on what his set is. I think he's more offensive, though. So yeah, we'll go for Dragon Pulse here. Get our damage off. Maybe he might just be going for Hyperdrills anyway. Hyperdrill's such a cool move. Look at this. 8 PP. Hyperdrill. Bypasses protection without breaking it. That's sick. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing. He has 5 left. Now I'm basically on the defensive, though, and I'm forced to recover. That does a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. So I'm forced to recover this turn. 4 recovers left. He has 5 Hyperdrills. So this is going to be close. Nice, nice, nice. No crit, no crit, no crit. There's 1 recover. There's 1 recover. You go, Appletun. Look at you. Look at you taking on the world. It's you versus the world, my friend. It's you versus the world. On a crit, the max he could do is 234. I'm at 270. You'd love to see it, man. That's you versus the world. So we got to go for another recover here. 5. This is number 4. That's number 4 right there. Perfect. So he has 4 Hyperdrills left. And I'm going to go for another recover. If he stays in, that'll be 3 Hyperdrills left. So, is that 3? Yeah, I go for another recover here for sure. 1 more recover. Yeah, this is, okay, he has 3 Hyperdrills left and he's Choice Scarf locked into this. This also helps out Torterra, which he should be fearing because if I'm Shell Smash Torterra at this point, it looks over. So, like, this is really good from my perspective because, like, the mental that if I am Shell Smash Torterra, he could go straight down. He could literally go straight down to me if he stays in. Yeah, he could literally go down. So I'm actually going to go for Dragon Pulse just to get the chip because I know I'm Choice Scarf Torterra. He doesn't know. So if I get the Dragon Pulse chip on him right now, Torterra is faster than Scarf to Dunsparce if he's max speed because I'm max speed Torterra. Right, so I am faster than Scarf to Dunsparce, right? What is it? 55 base speed. Yeah. I'm a faster speed tier. I'm a faster speed tier. Yeah. There's nothing to think about. I'm Dragon Pulsing. I don't die to a crit. Alright, there's another one. So he only has 2. Only has 2 left after that. Or 1. Maybe I think I might have counted it wrong. Wait, did I count it wrong? I think I miscounted. I think he only has 1 left, actually. I think he has 1 left. Yeah, I definitely counted it wrong. I'm gonna go for recover this turn. This is the last one. I put 5 there, but I should put 4. Yeah. This is the last one. I'm gonna go for recover. Then he won't be able to hit me. This is literally his last Hyperdrill. I miscounted. That number 2 is in. He has. This is his 1. I was missing myself. This is his last one. I think this should be his last one. This should absolutely be his last Hyperdrill. Which means if I recover, he's forced to struggle, and then it's me versus Goodra and Delibird. My homie takes on every hit. Right? My boy takes on, yeah, he has to switch there, because if he doesn't, then he gets smashed by Tort. So he went out into Delibird, which I think actually eats the Dragon Pulse if I went for it too. No, it doesn't. No, if I went for a Dragon Ball, okay, Appletun is just 57%. That's very funny. All right, so I live every hit here. I'm out of recovers though, but I live every hit. He can only do a lot of damage to me with Mud Shot and probably Earthquake from Dunsparce. So I think from this position, because like let's say worst case scenario, he Rapid Spin or he crits me with the Drill Run. I still live. Right? Let me see how much Drill Run does. I live because I'm trying to. I have to keep my differential up. Yeah. I live even for crits. I just knock him out with Tera Blast. Yo, look at this. Look at the Tera Captain for me and not his doing it. His number 1. He lands too. Oh, this Hustle Delibird put in work. Yeah, 50%. That's nothing. All right, perfect. So that's perfect. Appletun putting in work over here, picking up another KO. Not bad. Not bad at all, Appletun. Good job. It's on Delibird though. Don't be too proud. That's like bullying. Actually, no. That's a damn lie. Delibird bullied the hell out of me this game. Delibird actually bullied the hell out of me this game. It KO'd Dragapult and it smashed my Heatran. I didn't even get to do anything with those Pokemon. Nah, I got bullied by Delibird. What am I even saying? Alright, so. Again, I have to keep differential. How much does Earthquake do from the max attack to Dunsparce? Earthquake does Adamant, max attack. You ain't about to pop me here. I'm getting this 4-0. Okay, so Earthquake actually KOs me. Always from max attack. He only has 1 Hyperdrill, so unless he's Body Slam and Hyperdrill, this is definitely his last Hyperdrill, I believe. So unless he's Body Slam plus Hyperdrill, my best play I think is to go toward. Look at my team. My team is suffering. I think my best play is always to go Hard Torterra. I'm Scarf. I'll always outspeed Goodra. I should be able to knock it out with Headlong Rush, and I definitely knock out this thing. I live Earthquakes easily. If I was Shell Smash again, it'd be really good too. Yeah, I'm switching. I can't let him. I need a 4-0. I need to 4. Legit. I don't usually play for differential, but at this point I kind of need to. Oh, I have Overgrow on Tort, not Shell Armor. If he goes for something crazy and crits me, that'd be really bad. Let's see. We're gonna bring out Torterra. There's nothing he can do that can knock me out though. There's my Torterra, my other Tera Captain, coming in at the end of the game. I'm glad that every Mon got to come out. And he does go for his last Hyperdrill. Good play. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Maybe hoping I didn't count how many Hyperdrills he had. I did count it wrong, but I believe that's his last. I counted it wrong at first, but I believe this is his absolute last Hyperdrill. This should be his absolute last Hyperdrill. Either way, I am, like, my Torterra is definitely EV to be faster than this. I'm base 56, he's base 55. I'm EV to be faster than this, because I was expecting to be able to trick this Mon. Yeah, I was expecting to be able to trick this Mon, so I'm EV to be definitely faster. So let's go for the Headlong Rush, and that should be game. It's only Goodra in the back, right? There's Weezing, yeah, Weezing died. Alright, Headlong Rush, baby. Let's go. Torterra finished him off with the Choice Scarf. I don't know if he expected me to outspeed him. Maybe if he had one more, maybe I miscounted, but I'm pretty sure that was the last one. But if he had one more and actually crit me because I was Overgrow and he was faster, like if I was Adamant Nature, it could have been really, really bad. But I definitely think Jolly was just worth bringing. Alright. That's Goodra. That's it. It's time. Do we get the 4-0 win, or does Goodra live this? Can Goodra live this? If it does, do I have any way of stopping it from doing anything to me? I don't think I have anything. Stupid chair, shut up. I hate these chairs. Yo, this chair makes so much noise. Need some oil or something. Bro, this, wait, what am I even saying? Even if it's Fizz, this thing dies. It's Jover. Give me that. Emvee. Alright, please at least be Tera Steel. Okay, so it doesn't matter. This guy, so obviously he can't terastallize, right? But he acknowledges the fact that he lost the game, so he's like, I'm gonna go out with a flash. I'm gonna go out with a bang right here. Go ahead and headlong rush that Goodra, and your boy has beaten Emvee. We've defeated the undefeated Lord, and that should be playoffs and good differential. So we got the 4-0 as well. So this is a really, really good game. Oh man, that was a good game. We always have absolutely great games though. We literally always have absolutely great games. Like that was really, really good. I'm happy about that. So I had to fight Emvee. I made it into playoffs. I got my +4 differential as well, which I think puts me pretty high up in terms of the placements. I'm trying to get 1st through 4th, right, in placements. And that allows me to pick my opponent, right? If you get 1st through 4th, you get to pick your opponent for the quarterfinals. And then in the semifinals, it's going to be highest seed versus lowest seed. That's how it's going to go. So I want to be in the top 4. So that way, you know, I don't got to fight Emvee again in semis or something if I end up winning quarters, right? Which, who knows, right? It's Pokemon Draft. Anything can happen. But I want to be able to pick my opponent here. So I'm glad I was able to win that. I'm glad we were able to win 4-0. Big shout out to Emvee, obviously. He brought a bunch of berries versus me, right? He had the Chople that I tricked away on the Dunsparce. Manatee had the Key. Sneasler had the Tomato. I hate you for that. Weezing had Custat, which we knew the whole time. And then Goodra had Citrus. I'm really surprised Goodra didn't have like Shuka. I think Shuka or Chople would have been cool too, but knowing Emvee, his reasoning is probably like, I didn't want to repeat berries and wanted to bring the berry squad and let Delibird be the star of the show type of thing. You know, that's just the way Emvee does it, right? That's just, at the end of the day, that is the way Emvee does things. So, yeah. All right, we're able to make it in. And before we actually do the interview with Emvee, which we are just about to do, and next week will obviously be round 1 of the playoffs. There's no break. We're doing it straight through because the final week of the SPL, this is my draft league with Shaco King, if you guys didn't know. The final week of SPL will be the Saturday the 17th, I believe? Sunday the 17th, excuse me. Sunday the 17th will be the final SPL upload for that. So it'll be literally the weekend of DLC. So that way, you know, you guys, we're not playing an outdated meta when nobody wants to watch it, whereas it's just finals being uploaded that week. And then SPL, the next season will be next year for DLC 2. So don't worry about that. But before I actually get in the call with Emvee and do the interview, which is a great game, I'm excited to talk with him. I have, from my boy Mr. Jamvad, this awesome product, and I'm going to let me take it away from a past moment just to talk about it. Please, I implore you, like if you care about, you know, getting better at competitive Pokemon, at least just give it a listen, even just read what I have linked down below. But I appreciate everybody. That was a great game. And I'll see you guys in a sec. I'll be right back with a video. I just want to bring your attention to the team building toolbox, a course that my boy Mr. Jamvad created. Jem is an incredible player with so much vast knowledge, and his ability to actually relay that knowledge to somebody in an understandable way has always been extremely impressive for me. His original book, The Art of Competitive Pokemon, is something I still read whenever I'm in a Smogon tournament, like legitimately just to refresh. Just the practices there are great. So he's come out with the team building toolbox, which will be available on a Black Friday deal from now all the way up until Cyber Monday, the end of Cyber Monday. So the link is down below. Basically, it's a tool that helps you how to quickly build an effective team using Pokemon you like. It's a video course. It's a video training course. So it focuses more on the actual illustration over information itself. And on top of that, one of the bonuses that comes with it is you get access to a private community of top players, which is big. Like, you know, when you first start the game, you don't really have people that can kind of help you that are a lot better than you. This is this private community called Battle Masters. Well, you can get fast feedback, suggestions, and testing in live classes, which start next week as well. You get lifetime access as well if you pick it up. You also get this course that helps eliminate ladder anxiety. And listen, when I was doing Road to Top 10, especially during Sword and Shield, and I was using Heatran, true story, whenever I loaded up a team with Heatran and I had to use Magma Storm, I always like stressed playing recording because I was like, man, I'm gonna lose to do that. I went with that losing mindset. You can't go into Pokemon with that mindset itself. But this is a great course to actually help you. It's a bonus course as well that breaks down why you're anxious, how that's pretty normal, how to fix it, and also he has another bonus in it, which is Master Team Preview. Team Preview is very important. That's how you find your game plan, and that's kind of how you figure out how you're going to win the game. So this is a course to help with that. Another one is Dominate Your Battles. This is another masterclass on how to quickly dissect your opponents and figure, that's Jamvad's favorite word, dissect, but how to figure out how they play and what you can do accordingly to help you win. Again, these are all video courses. And then this is the finding your mistakes every time. This is the replay roadmap. Basically helps you analyze your replays. This is a very important thing you should do regardless, right? Even if you don't end up getting this stuff from Jam, you should always review your replays, whether you win or lose, because you figure out what you did right, what you did wrong, whether you win or lose, and you're like, okay, this is what I could do differently. And then also bonus number 6 is actually an exclusive release. It's an ebook that'll be coming out December 14th called The 7 Laws of Competitive Pokemon. So this is the one way to get it. You get a copy for free. And it's basically the most accurate view of Pokemon you've ever seen while being extremely practical. Jam has a brilliant mind. And then lastly is an app that builds real teams in seconds. This was combined with Ninjak, and basically this uses the current usage stats of Pokemon. This will be updated, I believe, every 2 weeks or something as well. It takes into account the metagame, the most used Pokemon, and their win rates, and it helps you. It's a tool to actually help you. Like, I have a randomizer on my website, which is actually down right now, but I have a randomizer on my website that will help you, that can create a team, but it doesn't necessarily help you understand what the metagame is like, what's being used, what actually works with this. So you can get all these free bonuses and more. And this is for Jamvad's team building toolbox right now. It is $44.99 from Black Friday all the way up until Cyber Monday. And you're like, oh man, you had me until you set the price. Listen, I understand. First off, it's a Black Friday deal for all these courses, right? It's a video course. Keep that in mind. It's a video course. And the big thing is it's no drawback because it's a money back guarantee. You have 30 days. 30 days. If you do the work for this, you go through the videos, you go through everything, because Gem has everything linked in. You'll be actually, obviously when you buy it, you click on it and you can buy it as well. But if you do not like it after 30 or before 30 days ends, money back guarantee, no questions asked. Absolutely. So if you want to check it out, link is down below. I encourage you at least to read the page right here, just because it gives you information on what Jam's actually trying to do. I talked for 3.5 minutes. I still couldn't explain it well, but yeah, definitely check it out and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, guys, I'm here with the Delibird master himself, Mr. Lord Emvee. How you doing, bud?
Hello. What did you think, bro?
Dude, the Fling Tomato was like, this thing is like what, 20, 30 base power?
I think, yeah, like 20 or something. So first of all, right, tomato, same thing, tomato. This berry does absolutely nothing.
That's what
right?
it says.
It cannot be eaten by the holder. No effect when eaten.
That's crazy. It's a tomato that you can't eat, but somebody else can.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, no effect when it can't be eaten by the holder, but you can, I guess, if somebody else wants to take it from you and eat it, I guess that's how it works. So I figured, this is a pretty useless berry, right? What's a better application for this berry than to just fling it at the opponent? And this is when I remembered the iconic fling tomato emoji.
Weavile.
Yep.
Guys, drop your Sneaslers and your Weaviles, please. If you're a member on the channel, drop your Weaviles and your Sneasler flings, please. You got to. Dude,
yeah, because like here's my thought process, right? Well, I mean, I had no thought process with this team, but let me tell you my thought process with this set in particular. This set, right? Because I was gonna bring Fling Big Nugget versus you, but I was like, wait a second, this is the very last week before playoffs. I'm already locked in the #1 seed.
Yep.
So, speaking of seeds, tomatoes
Thanks.
come from seeds.
Thanks.
And so I was like, okay, instead, what if I just be the first person to fling the tomato berry at the opponent? It did like what, 1% to heat trap?
Yeah, it did nothing. It did nothing, dude. It's
like 2 HP, 3 HP?
No, it did a little more. It did like 10.
Okay, not bad. So that was like, a little bit of a riper tomato, or unripe tomato. I should say.
Unripe is harder. Yeah, it was harder.
Yeah. Little unripe tomato. Fling it at Joey, just so that like, look, at the end of the day, I wanted to win the war. I really wanted to win the war. And what do you think?
Hey, I mean, you definitely did, dude. You flung a tomato at me. I mean, Delibird was, like, besides the Sneasler, like, this set was fine. Like, obviously, I think you could have read Lash Out, maybe, over Acrobatics, but KOing Quackable from full makes a lot of sense. And I would never go hard Pult. Plus, Pult would never kill you. My particular set would not be able to kill you. Anyway, there was no way I was bringing Specs Pult into someone with Dunsparce and Ursaluna, right? Can't do that. So, like, Sub, Dragon Darts was my best bet. So I think this was fine. It's hilarious when you flung it at me. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? What is this Tom and Jerry type? Like, what is this man doing to me?
Tom and Jerry, yeah, exactly. No, because it's like, the whole Big Nuggets, and then I was surprised one day to come to your stream when I was on vacation. I was just...
Oh, yeah, I told you to come to the stream.
Yeah, let me check it out. Let me see what's going on here. All of a sudden, I see a barrage of tomatoes being flung at me. I'm like, okay. I need to bide my time, and I need to get my revenge at some point in time. And this is
You got it.
Along the tomato, Heatran was like, oh shoot, tomato to the face. It didn't know what to do. Knocked out right there, right then and there. And then of course Delibird, which of course I wanted to build a team on Delibird. So if you remember in the last 3 weeks of the league for my games that I had, right?
Sableye and Thwackey, yeah.
Thwackey, which I wanted to bring because I've been pretty much crushing with the usual members that I bring and stuff like that, SPL and all that kind of stuff. Let SPL take a break and on the bench brought Thwackey. Thwackey put in so much work. Put in a lot of work that game.
Yep.
Next game, Sableye. Sableye was like
walling
pretty
the
insane.
entire team. Yep.
Yeah, literally. And then for this one, Delibird. And for the goal, I knew Delibird was gonna be bad, but
it wasn't even bad.
This game it was great. Yeah,
bro.
This game was actually
Dude, Delibird's the reason I had to bring Appletun to this game. Unironically, Delibird is good into my team. Your Ice Shard, Drill Run with Hustle. If you can land your attacks, your Brave Bird as well. And I messed up. I even said it at when I let off Dragon Ball. I was like, crap. I know this is going to be Choice Scarf. You're not going to lead off with this thing as a focus dash because I'll just Dragon Darts. One dart probably do 130% to that thing. Yeah. So it's definitely Choice Scarf. I was like, crap. I didn't EV my Dragapult to be faster than Choice Scarf Delibird, which is like, and I also was like, yo, guys, he's going to drill me or focus punch me or something right here. At least I have a Chopper Berry. I should live on Fizdef. But I mean, Delibird stole the show, right?
Yeah, because I wanted to at least get one knockout with it, at least make it put in some work. And Delibird, I thought it was cool. So first of all, I didn't really expect the bulky Appletun to come, but I think you hadn't brought this one
at all
yet, and
at all.
Yeah, at all. And I figured if you were gonna bring it, it would probably guaranteed it would be in a game that wasn't really high stakes at all,
Though this time, this kind of was high stakes for me. If you 6-0'd me, I wouldn't make playoffs.
But I wouldn't be able to. Maybe I could 6-0 you, maybe, but I feel like I
would try my hardest to not get 6-0'd.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, no, Emvee, you can't 6-0 me. Come on, Emvee, we got to be in playoffs together. I'm like, all right, you know what? Fine.
I'm not gonna do stuff. Dude, I will repeat the PPL finals versus you right now if that's what you want. Get the hell out of here.
No, but see, I'm happy with this result because it makes a possibility even greater
for Evil
for a redemption final. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something that I'm looking for is hopefully we can make it to finals together so that because I remember the beginning of, or I guess the end of last season or in the beginning of the season in my intro, it showed the flashback of Ursaluna fading away.
And this is Evil.
Getting knocked out.
No, it's a great lore. Yeah.
And this is exactly the reason I didn't bring Ursaluna to this game because it's not time for that story. It's gonna come to finals.
I get it. It's funny. I would not mind losing to you in finals in this one. I think you actually deserve to go all the way with this one. I think you've put in the most work out of everybody in terms of practice. I know because I've obviously helped you test. And, I've been insanely busy this season as well. So I haven't been able to mock as much as I wanted. Now it's cooling down because I don't get the wedding and all traveling back and forth to New York, finally, right? And I was able to, scrape my way into finals. I'm not finals, you see me playoffs. But, you 100%. As someone who watches you, obviously tests with you, me, and Amo as well. Skill shot is so cool, by the way, on this Dunsparce.
I like it, yeah. I figured, it'd be cool because I actually have not really seen the Dunsparce signature move before.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it either. Yeah, that was sick.
I wanted to see what the animation was for that. So I was like, okay, I need to bring that and build a cool set around it. So I thought Chople with Coil Scale Shot was pretty cool. Although, I didn't really see an opportunity to set up Scale Shot, but spamming Hyper Drill was cool. Actually, the turn on, if I crit Appletun that one turn, I think I might have done it with Delibird. It would have been faster than I think everything else. Or at least you couldn't Tera with everything else.
Yeah, I can Tera.
And then Ice Shard range for the, it was Quackleval and, I had to hit
three.
I think three Ice Shards in a row.
Yeah. You would have to hit 3.
True Hustle but I didn't miss any moves for this one, which was great.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, because I know Quackleval and Clef, and I think Torterra would get O-code, right? Or it would get put in range.
It'd be close. Surely 300. Surely 300.
-1 though, and -1 easily.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to attack into you anyway because I'm Choice Scarf on this Torterra for Manaphy and stuff. Speaking of Manaphy, nice little weather ball with the Key Berry. How'd you like the the crit?
Yeah, your Quackleval was quite nice too. Your Quackleval was actually quite nice.
Nice little Key Berry. Sure would suck if I 100% crit through.
Sure would suck if you. So yeah, you were the crit item, right?
Yeah,
Razor.
Razor Claw. Yeah, I was gonna
Razor
go
Claw.
Scope Lens, but Razor Claw people don't usually use too much, so I put Razor Claw instead of Scope Lens.
Yeah, because that's immediately what I was thinking of. Because so I mean, at some point in time, I wanted to like do some kind of cool set with Lancet Berry, but then I completely forgot that Quackable actually gets focus energy. That's a cool set because
It just
if I
got
get
it.
Quackable
It just
again,
got it.
I might do that.
You didn't have it didn't have it when you had it. Literally.
Oh, it did not. It didn't have focus energy.
It didn't have it when you had it. It had it with the DLC.
Oh wow!
I
So
believe.
Quackable gets knockoff focus energy. That's crazy.
I believe it just got focus energy. I'm pretty positive it didn't have it before the DLC. So
Okay, that's because I was completely not aware of that that move on that mon, which is really like good prep to bring versus a potential like if I'm setting up defenses. And
yeah,
stuff
I thought
like
it'd be like because like my thought process was if you're like Coil the Dunsparce, you might be Glare versus me. Even though it's kind of hard because like if you're Glare, Coil, one attack, like there's not really one attack you can lock yourself into with my team.
It's tough, yeah, it is.
But I was like, I'll sub. It also lets me sub on Weezing because I mean the whole game I was like, this guy's cussed up. This guy's cussed up. You played it well because you played it. You played it under the assumption that I knew you were cussed up. So that like the plays you did as well were really nice. Like had you went though instead of Manaphy, I think had you went Weezing instead of Manaphy, it might have been over on with Quavo because I sub on Weezing coming in. I focus energy on your cussed up prop, and then I just Aqua Step, get Moxie, and then I just kill everything because I'm +1 plus crit. So I kill every mon.
Yes. Yeah, so I had to go Manaphy first because what I was thinking of was that I wanted to save Weezing for
Torterra,
well, potentially,
maybe.
yeah, like going for Memento, like especially if you were Shell Smash on like Torterra or something like that. I wanted to have that as like an emergency click so that I can potentially revenge or survive another one because my Manaphy was actually EV'd to take a unboosted. What's the strongest grasp? Woodhammer, right?
Woodhammer, yeah. Woodhammer, yeah.
Yeah. My Manaphy was actually EV to take a Woodhammer from Torterra. It has a lot of bulk, but it also can like Oko back pretty easily. Yeah. But as soon as I saw your Appletun Tera, I was like, okay, so then your Torterra can't Tera. And then I could probably try to check it. But then I didn't expect the Tera Blast steal.
Yeah.
Because I was like, one Tera or the other. And I was like, is he really gonna Tera Appletun? I don't know. But I looked through the move pool. I was like, okay, shoot, it maybe doesn't have anything. But then yeah, Tera Blast.
Yeah, because like I had Iron Head and Heavy Slam as like physical options, but they weren't that great. I wanted to bring Earthquake for Sneasler, but it wasn't that strong, so I needed the Chopper Berry plus this. I actually needed the -2. I messed up. My Heat Train was supposed to be Flame Body, but I made it Flash Fire. Obviously, I mean it didn't make much of a difference. It might have saved me a recover or something, but that was basically it. Did you check out my Clef set by the way? Because I know you didn't really get to see it. You only saw Trick plus Baton Pass, but it was
let me double check here. It was like, yeah, this is an interesting set too, because it's like, so, I guess unaware, like you're unaware, right?
Yep, unaware.
I'm just checking.
Full Fizz Def, so it guarantee lives a Dire Claw from Adamant Sneasler, and then knocks it out with Psychic, which is cool. But like the idea was, Manaphy could be a threat if it sets up a Tail Glow in front of Clef, or if, like if it's Tail Glow Rain Dance, like you ended up being. Your Weather Ball, which is really sick as well. But it also like Coil, like I wasn't sure what the Dunsparce you'd run. If you were in Coil or Calm Mind, I think all of them were threats. And if you were like Calm Mind Toxic for my Unaware, like you could actually beat me 1v1 as well. So I was like, okay, Trick, Choice Scarf, and then I always had the Momentum move because like Clef should never be in. I could have Healing Wish at the end, but I wanted the differential, which is why I Baton Pass.
Okay, you needed that too as well to
have a place in the top 4.
What seed now would you be?
It depends on, I think, Viz versus Mephisto, because that game has still not gone down. But that'll put me in somewhere between 3rd seed, maybe, potentially. Okay. So, which is, like, the higher seed, the better, because we get to pick. Emvee gets the guaranteed pick.
Higher seed, the better, which will, I guess, put us on potential different paths to get to finals.
Exactly, as well. Like I said, I don't mind fighting again in finals, and honestly, I think it's about time you deserve a finals. There's a lot that you've been very unlucky in, and yeah, I mean they're always a pleasure to play, but obviously if I win, you lose, so that's but nobody wants to see their friend lose. And again, I think Evil Emvee actually deserves it because, like I said, you've been on a rampage this entire season.
It's been super fun. No, I've been actually really liking this team a lot. Like just the overall mons that I have and stuff like that. Also, I think I just noticed. Did Manaphy ever have Weather Ball before? I think it's brand new, right?
I think it might be brand new because we got a whole lot of stuff with the DLC.
Yeah. No, but I really do at some point want to try to win everything. But I do think that the content in general, just like the stories and all the fun it's
a good way to make
stuff
draft,
we do.
Man. Yeah. Dude, I mean, that's why I like as well. Yeah. That's why I like that we're back in draft, right? Like, if me and you keep fighting each other in these games that matter or, like, as high as they do, it's like, oh, man, who's going to win this time? oh man, who's gonna win this time? Type of thing. I love it. I love it. It's
Yeah.
great. And I don't mind losing. I don't mind. Obviously, winning's great, but I don't mind losing to my friend. Like at this point, like I'm like, okay, if we work really hard to get where we are. Like I said, you've worked harder than me this season, 100%. I didn't have the time, and you put in the work. So like, it's been great. You absolutely deserve the #1 seed, and he takes it no matter what, guys. Like he legit takes it no matter.
I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. So I finished 7-1. I think plus 18, 19, 20, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Some crazy differential. I feel like I haven't finished that high since like the WB in terms of high differential.
Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, I of course will get to pick one of the opponents, and if you're third, you do get to pick one of them.
Unless I don't. I mean, you could pick me, or second could pick me, or I could
pick you, and I could knock you out right now.
Yeah, or
now that I've seen your hand.
Yeah, have you really seen my hand though?
How many hands do you have?
I got 10, bro. You ain't ready for this, man. I brought the choice.
You see what's
scarf.
in my hand right now? Tomato.
Oh, thank you, Emvee. Thank you for that.
5 berries, bro. 5 berries in a choice
I like
scarf,
that.
Except
I like
one
that.
berry is not a berry.
Yeah, nice tomato berry. That's great, man. That's absolutely great. I loved your team, bro. Do you have anything you want to tell the people?
Anything to tell the people? Well, I hope you all enjoyed. I try to put on a show and bring some fun stuff. I mean, it was Thanksgiving week, so I didn't really get a lot of time to prepare a lot. But I was trying to think like how to win, but at the same time using fun, really fun stuff. Like at the end of the day, my goals were to fling a tomato at him and use Delibird.
And you did it.
Both
and
of
you
them
did
really
it.
well.
And you absolutely
knocked out his
did it.
#1, the highest tier mon possible.
Yep.
With the Delibird.
That mon has not been doing anything for me this season. That's definitely my fault. I will say also, similar predicament. Obviously, didn't really get a chance. I even look at my Appletun's EV spread. I put max switch attack and I put 16-16. I was like, this is for Emvee. 200, 200. There was no actual rationale behind my EV spread besides the live a close combat with Choppleberry and similar with Heatran. And I was gonna go for 333 HP. I was like, wait, no, this is really, really bad. The only things that I for sure Quavo was faster than Adam and Thwacky, just in case grass terrain ends because I can sub. And then Clef was obviously there was something on faster than them. I think it was Scarf. Is it Scarf? The Dunsparce? It was something I'm going to be faster than. Oh no, it's two. I was thinking about my Clef. What I was faster than for your team. I'm 236 times 1.5. So. Oh, it's faster than your Thunderous as well, and also
yeah,
and also in some regards your Sneasler. Obviously this Sneasler, because I figured you'd only be faster than. There's 2 speed tiers you'd be faster than, right? My Thunderous or my Azelf. That's about it. So you actually went right down to this. You didn't care about Azelf because you had Gudra to be able to take it on, and obviously did Unsparce Bulk, Choppleberry.
Yeah. Plus, I figured I'd get a lot of opportunities to just throw a tomato at you, and so I was thinking about throwing a tomato earlier, but then I saw the apple was just kind of being annoying, and I was like, yeah, you just kind of deserve a tomato right now. Just throw one. As soon as I saw the apple doing that, yeah, but I'm glad you didn't at least throw an apple at me. That would have. I mean, you did kind of. But
I did throw an apple, but I actually didn't click Apple Acid though once, just because I didn't want to give you a sap super boost. Even though
I do think when you throw apples, it does hurt more, right? Because it's harder. So
I think
that's why people usually throw tomatoes.
Yeah. When I worked in the restaurant, and I used to do these 13-hour shifts straight into another 8-hour shift right after, I'd be so hungry. I'd go downstairs. I'd go to the cooler or the freezer, whatever they had, basically the fridge, and I take a tomato. I eat it like an apple, bro. I was so hungry. I just eat the tomatoes raw. That's what I gotta do. Got my little power up there. That's real.
Tomatoes. Well, I like grape tomatoes.
Yeah,
you ever had those?
Yeah, they're great.
Those are great.
Those are great.
Those are great.
These were regular tomatoes though. These were tomato berries.
You just took a bite out of a regular tomato?
I ate it like an apple. Actually, I ate it like a horse eating an apple. I ate it all.
Either you were using pluck or bug bite. Which one?
No. I was using crunch,
if it
bro.
was your
I was
own
starving.
tomato, you couldn't eat it.
I was using crunch. I was straight up starving.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I was strong jaw boosted as well. But anyway, this is a great one. I'm looking forward.
Sure.
Obviously, I'll see you in playoffs if you end up picking me or whoever ends up picking me. Hopefully, we both make it to finals. And anything else you want to say to the viewers?
Great end to the regular season. Please do subscribe to me if you haven't already. It would mean a lot on my journey to 100K right now. It's at 76K and not far from the goals. So yeah, I mean, if you're enjoying the content, I got a lot of great stuff on my side as well. Come check it out.
Check it out, please.
I got more tomatoes, big nuggets. I got a lot of stuff for y'all. So yeah, come through.
Make sure you check out his side. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.